try to make my speech in English. For those who do not know me, my name is Alexei Gusev, and I'm a former local deputy from Russia. I had to come here in 2021 after... Слышно меня? So, I hope you hear me then better. Yeah, I have come from Russia in 2021 after the prosecutions related to Navalny's rallies, and as far as you know, this was a big problem for many activists inside Russia, so they left it in 2021. Well, we've heard a lot of slogans. That's good. We always hear a lot of slogans, but we rarely say what we have to do. What can we do right now? And are we closer to our target, or we do not do anything? That's the important thing to think for us. What I see today is that Russian government and Russian president and all Russian authorities are the authorities who do not care about Russian people. They do not have any dependence on the Russian people. And that's the reason why, like Putin is always saying he cares about Russian people abroad. Oh my, I'm sorry, he does not. Because the guy who cares about Russian people does not send them to the war. Okay, he thinks that this war is fair. Well, in this case, why does he send them as rubbish without being prepared? Does he care about them? He does not.
He doesn't.
Thank you for the answer, but I did not expect you to answer. Well, anyway, why did that happen? That happened because for the last 20 years we have been creating a country. We had a country where there was no politics at all, where there was, just agreement between people and the authorities that, okay, you can buy some flat, you have some mortgage, you can buy a car, but just don't take part in politics. Everything's gonna be okay. And in the years of 2000, it was okay. It was something like that. To do something about politics, I'm a serious guy, I'm not gonna do anything about politics. That's not important for me. I don't see that being important for me. And after that, we surprised. Why do we have the same president for 20, 22, 23 years? The same guy is on the top for that time, and he thinks that he's a czar. But the reason is in these years is actually that we decided that politics is not important. Politics is important. If we don't have politics, then the politics has us. And I'm sure that was the biggest mistake. What I see for diasporas around the world important today is to make a difference. To make a real difference that we can do abroad. The real difference is that we should create the idea that would be attractive for Russians inside Russia. And I can tell you why. When people say this war will stop, I'm sorry, I'm always asking, how will it stop? How do you believe it will stop? Okay, tomorrow, I don't know, maybe Ukraine takes over Kherson or some other city. Okay, maybe it happens. But are you sure that Putin will be all overthrown? Yeah. No. In fact, if Putin has the real threat for his life, he has a special button. Yes, maybe the war will end and maybe he will be overthrown in the end, but I'm sorry, how many millions of lives are you ready to spend for that? Are you ready to spend 10 million lives for that? Can you answer on that question? No. And that is why I believe that the best way to end this war is not even in Ukraine, it's inside Russia and inside the people of Russia. And what is important, that we should talk to these people, because most of these people, in fact, they do not want to participate in this war. They want a wealthy country, they want a country which is dependent on them, which cares about them. And that's the thing that does not contradict the way when we are speaking we're against the war. We are against the war, but to stop it, we need to do something inside Russia, and we need to stop to talk about to talk with the Russian society. Right now, that's the most important. That's why I think that when we are making slogans, when we are talking about ideas inside here, it's a big brain work. It's a big think tank of what we can do to make this attractive idea. This is a long journey, but I believe that we can make it. So in the end, the war will be stopped. It will never come again. Otherwise, the only hope that we have is that in the end we'll get Mishustin or Patrushev as a president, and it will come back. I tell you, this will come back in 5 or 10 years, and it will be the same one, the same thing. But maybe the country will be a little bit more poorer, a little bit worse. But this will come back. So that's why we need politics, we need think tanks, and we need to stop this war in this way. So I don't have any slogans for you. I just tell you to think about that. Thank you.